Well, whether you're 2 years away or 20 years away, retirement is on the horizon for all of us. It's going to happen eventually. But unfortunately, millions of us, you know what, we drift aimlessly toward this vague destination with no clear course or direction. So, is there an alternative? Yes, there is. Damon Roberts, he is the co-host of the radio show Winning with Money, which is on every Saturday at noon on KFYI, and along with his business partner, Matt, they also are Acute Financial and financial advisors. So, okay, let's start with the first step, because there is a first step to everything, right? So, Damon, when we think about moving forward and thinking ahead, what is the first thing we should be doing?
You know, this may sound really simple, but it's really knowing where you want to go and then putting a roadmap together. But the key is that roadmap needs to make sure that it accounts for all of the moving parts and that it's accurate.
Ah, okay, that does sound simple, but we like simple, because when you think about what's coming ahead, it can be so overwhelming. So if we sit down with you and Matt, you guys, you talk about a comprehensive retirement plan, and that's something that you sit down with your clients and do. What does that mean to me?
Well, a comprehensive plan is different than a financial plan. Your financial plan is not in a vacuum. Your financial plan is affected by other moving parts, from your estate plan to your tax plan to your Social Security and your income plan, and then as you live life and as you experience the ups and downs of the market or your health or just life in general, your plan needs to encompass all of those different pieces. And so we create a comprehensive plan that is going to allow clients to feel comfortable in the long term and knowing that they have a plan for this, this, and this.
Because you say, you know, a lot of people think they have a plan, but they really don't. What's on the average when people come in who think they've got it going on, what's the biggest mistake they're making?
I would say one of the biggest mistakes they're making is the amount of risk that they're taking in their portfolio. Most people inherently understand that as they approach retirement, they need to have less risk. But when we peel back the layers and show them the amount of risk that they have, usually they are a little bit flabbergasted and sometimes a little angry at how much risk they have, because when the next 2001 comes or the next 2008, they stand to really lose.
Wow, okay. And this comprehensive plan, this is something kind of unique. And I see what you're doing. You're trying to get all the parts of the puzzle,
yes,
not only put together, but to get them to talk to each other too, right? And so are you facilitating that? And is that something that normal financial advisors do?
You know, I don't want to say we're the only people that do that, but most people, I would say 9 out of 10 that come into our office just have that financial plan, and all the pieces are not talking. They haven't discussed Social Security and maximizing that benefit when that's going to make up, you know, 40 to 60% of their income in retirement.
Right.
And they're not doing all of these things. So yes, we facilitate making sure all the pieces work together so that regardless of what comes, they have a plan for that.
Okay, and this is at any age, because I think a lot of people think, and what I've learned from you over the last several weeks is that it's really never too late to make these changes. Is that right?
It's really never too early and never too late.
Okay,
right?
I like that. I
right?
like that. You're right.
You are where you are, and you need to get started.
Okay, don't hesitate.
Exactly.
All right, and one of the other things that you do, you call it stage of life investing, that some of the mistakes that people make. What does that mean?
Well, again, it goes back to understanding how risk is going to affect your portfolio. And as you move closer to retirement, and as you move into retirement and you're now drawing from that nest egg, the amount of risk you have really has a dramatic effect on how long you're going to be able to sustain income in retirement.
Yeah, because as we've talked about in the past, two things happen. So, you know, that's part of the big puzzle, and having everybody talk to each other, which I like. Duh.
Yes.
Why don't we do that all the time? All right, well, let me tell you about a special offer that Acute Financial is bringing to you, our Sonoran Living viewers. Here's what they're going to do. If you don't have a full retirement plan in place yet and you want to get started, you call the number on your screen, 480-620-6907. And what Acute is doing is they're offering a comprehensive retirement plan. That is a $500 value. You need to make your appointment. You go in and see them, and they'll do that for you. And they're also going to give you a free copy of their first step to a successful retirement. That's an article that they did for Forbes.com. Again, the number 480-620-6907. And of course, you can always learn more at acutefinancial.org.